TV, True FM.
Say Real TV, True FM.
On Real TV,
into Truth FM 96.1.
what's the meaning of the black barrier?
The black barrier is to tell Joseph Bakala if you don't organize yourself in a respectful manner, we'll take your data like
You might say what you want to say, but for us, we are here to make sure we build our country, that we are respected. We have donors that are coming because of the confidence.
In the headlines, in a landmark ruling, the Supreme Court of Liberia restores the freedom of former Chief Justice Gloria Mususcat and 3 of her family members. At least one person has been confirmed dead and another critically injured after a tree fell on them during heavy rainstorm in Ban City, Nemba County. The Liberian legislature to reconvene for a special session this Thursday, according to a release from the legislature. And out of Liberia, a Ugandan man allegedly found with 24 human skulls. They have been using them for human sacrifice and could face life in prison, the police have told the BBC. Those are the headlines. Now the news in detail. In a landmark ruling, the Supreme Court of Liberia has restored the freedom of former Chief Justice Gloria Mususcat and 3 of her family members. The Supreme Court's ruling on Wednesday overturned their conviction by a lower court in December 2023. The former justice minister and politician was accused, along with 3 of her family members, of murdering her niece, Chalo Musu, at their Buravia residence outside Monrovia in February last year. They were sentenced for life in January this year, but their legal team challenged the conviction by appealing to the Supreme Court. But the Supreme Court, in its opinion on Wednesday, said the standard of proof to warrant a conviction in a criminal case is proof beyond a reasonable doubt. The court also said through the burden of establishing all elements of the crimes charged by the standard of proof. But in the instance where reasonable doubt is inferred from the evidence by the prosecution, the defendants are entitled to an acquittal verdict. The court's justice or judgment maintained that state lawyers' theory of circumstantial failed to meet standard as required by law to connect link by link to lead any reasonable mind that the defendants did murder Chalo Musu. Our judicial correspondent noted that as a result of the inconsistencies in state lawyers' evidence, the High Court set aside the lower court's decision against the former Chief Justice and her 3 family members and ordered their release immediately. At least one person has been confirmed dead and another critically injured after a tree fell on them during heavy rainstorm in Ban City, Nema County. The tragic incident happened on Tuesday along the Ma Diaple Highway on the outskirts of Ban. Horses Balie, a graduate of the Cordington University, and Yabwe Dia had gone to brush a cocoa farm when the rain came with heavy storm. According to family members, the 2 men ran under an old kitchen to seek refuge when the strong wind uprooted the tree, which landed on the kitchen, killing Osses Balie instantly and leaving Dia seriously wounded. Eyewitnesses told reporters that Dia, who sustained several wounds on his body, was rushed to a nearby clinic where he is being treated. The Liberian legislature is expected to reconvene for a special session this Thursday. This follows the recent issuance of a proclamation by President Joseph Boakai calling for a special session of the 55th legislature. The special session is set to commence on Thursday, August 29, and will run through Thursday, September 19. The section is called in response to critical national issues, including the proposed recast budget that required that national interest and the welfare of the people must always be prioritized. The 3-week section is expected to provide an opportunity for the legislature to act on key concerns affecting the nation's fiscal stability and development agenda, according to a release from the Foreign Ministry. You are listening to a bulletin of news from the News and Current Affairs Department here at the Renaissance Communications Incorporated. In more news, ahead of the observance of Liberia's 21 years of peace in the country, Professor Debbie Sandy has termed the event as a moment for sober reflection. Professor Sandy, who is the director of the Kofi Annan Institute for Conflict Transformation, said the observance is a milestone achievement for the country. He noted that the occasion is expected to bring together victims of the Liberian Civil War, duty bearers, as well as the general public. According to him, the program is expected to take place this Friday, August 30th, at the Ministerial Complex, where President Joseph Boakai is expected to grace the event, as well as ECOWAS and several foreign partners. Others expected to form part of the occasion include Vice President Jeremiah Kuhn, Senator Momo Saros, representative for the family, among others. The Kofi Annan Institute boss further disclosed that the maintenance of Liberia's peace is the key objective of the event. Youth Network for Positive Change, or UNEPO, under the UC Liberia Civil Society Activity Project, has ended a day-long policy dialogue in Montserrat County. Speaking to reporters Wednesday, the executive director of UNEPO, Leo Tier, said the dialogue was intended to bring together key stakeholders to share findings from the drug monitoring exercise that was recently conducted by UNEPO through the UC Liberia Civil Society Activity Project. Ambassador Tier said during the dialogue session, some policy recommendations and system programs were preferred for national government's consideration in terms of strengthening the health system with key focus on medical drugs donated by UC to Liberia. According to him, it has been observed that commodities or drugs donated by UC have been found in private health facilities. As such, under the project, his institution has been monitoring 20 health facilities over the last 6 months in Montserrat and Bon counties, looking at the usage of the UC-donated drugs. The dialogue was graced by market women, youth groups, civil society organizations, Montserrat County Health Officer Dr. Jewel Tape Colley, and Montserrat County Development Superintendent Lucia Tape, among others. Out of Liberia now, a Ugandan man allegedly found with 24 human skulls may have been using them for human sacrifice and could face life in prison, the police have told the BBC. Police spokesperson Patrick Oyango said the suspect, Damulera Godfrey, will be charged under the Prevention and Prohibition of Human Sacrifice Act. Animal remains and skins were also found in Godfrey's shrine in the suburb of the capital, Kampala. Police are still searching for Godfrey's shrine in the hopes of recovering more human remains. The police spokesman said, "We are charging him first under the Prevention and Prohibition of Human Sacrifice Act, which prohibits one being in possession of human body parts and instruments of human sacrifice. If he is found guilty, he will serve life in prison," he said. Godfrey claims to be a traditional healer and herbalist. However, the country's Traditional Healers Association has distanced itself from him. This is not the first time such a shocking discovery has been made in Uganda in recent weeks. Last month, police recovered 17 human skulls from a shrine in the central district of Mpigi, about 41 kilometers from the capital, Kampala. Both discoveries have been linked to human sacrifice for ritual purposes. Some people in many African countries believe that magic charms made from human body parts will bring them good luck, for example, to become rich, or alternatively, to curse their enemies. To end this news bulletin, a recap of the headlines. In a landmark ruling, the Supreme Court of Liberia restores the freedom of former Chief Justice Gloria Mususcat and 3 of her family members. At least one person has been confirmed dead and another injured after a tree fell on them during heavy rainstorm in Bar City, Nemba County. The Liberian legislature is expected to reconvene for a special session this Thursday, according to a proclamation by President Joseph Boakai. And out of Liberia, a Ugandan man allegedly found with 24 human scars may have been using them for human sacrifice and could face life in prison, the police have told the BBC. That's RCR News Bulletin at 7. My name is Marka Davis.
Ria TV, True FM.
Say Ria TV, True FM.
On Ria TV,
into Truth FM 96.1.
What's the meaning of the black barrier?
The black barrier is to tell Joseph Bakala, if you don't organize yourself in your grateful manner, we'll take your data.
You might say what you want to say, but for us, we are here to make sure we build our country, that we are respected. We have donors that are coming because of the confidence.
Some news, summary of 12. My name is Hansen Der Represent. Welcome to News and Analysis, 30 minutes of news presentation about Liberia, Africa, and our one world.
Presenting this newscast is proudly sponsored by Orange Liberia and EcoBank Liberia Limited.
How is life after the presidency?
But before the presidency, the same life, that's what you see. I have a different life. You know, when I was not president, this life, that's what I live, you know, with my family and
I have a lot of interest in the health sector, the educational sector, and the agriculture sector. Roads, connecting roads.
We are calling international community to come to intervene for us because, like I just stated previously, we don't know who to trust.
Always make sure to turn on to our
Ria TV and listening to Truth FM 96.1.
I would like to fund my account at any time, even here.
Right here, right now.
Here too!
Without moving an inch.
Here will be just perfect.
Henceforth, send money to your Orange Money account from your bank account and vice versa directly from your mobile phone. A simple and fast solution that is always available to ensure a permanent access to your Orange Money services. Anywhere, anytime, send money to your Orange Money account from your bank account from your mobile phone to cash out, to recharge, to transfer, to pay, to buy. To subscribe to this service, go to your bank branch office, partner to the Orange Money service. It's all about what matters to you. Orange.